Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to talk about the Tantra Experience. Okay, discover discourses on the royal songs of Sahara, Osho. So I just want to talk about a little bit about this book. Okay, Osho taught philosophy at the University of Jillipo before establishing the commune. I don't want to go on about that. Okay, the royal song of Sahara. Okay, so the new consciousness is knocking on the doors, and a new future is striving to be born. These revolutionary discourses show how this future will be that of the Tantra experience, as expressed in the royal song of Sahara. Through his characteristically penetrating insights into previously insoluble paradoxes of life, Osho reveals how the Tantra experience will free us from the destructive Hebraic Christian dualism that has crippled our bodies, minds, and hearts, and condemned as evil almost everything we do. He offers crystal clear answers to questions and to dilemmas we could never understand, even if we dare to ask about them. Okay, so this is just it is a pure experience. Okay, it's a new way of looking at things. And I'm not going to read through absolutely everything. I'm just going to choose a couple of things, like the Fourth Sutra. Beasts do not understand the world to be a sorry place. Not so the wise, who the heavenly nectar drink, while beasts hunger for the sensual. The word beast is a translation of a Hindi or Sanskrit word pashu, Pashu. That word has a significance of its own. Literally, pashu means the animal, the beast, but it is a metaphor. It comes from the word pash meaning bondage. Pashu means one who is in bondage. The beast is one who is in bondage, the bondage of the body, instincts, unconsciousness, the bondage of the society mind. Thought, the beast is one who is in bondage. Beasts do not understand the world. How can they understand? Their eyes are not free to see. Their minds are not free to think. Their bodies are not free to feel. They don't hear, they don't see, they don't smell, they don't touch. They are in bondage. All senses are crippled, chained. Beasts do not understand the world. How can they understand the world? The world can be understood only in freedom, when no scripture is a bondage on you, and no philosophy is a chain on your hands, and when no theology is a prison for you. When you are out of all bondages, then you can understand. Understanding happens only in freedom. Understanding happens only in an uncluttered mind. Beasts do not understand the world to be a sorry place. And they cannot understand that the world is a sorry place. The so-called world created by the mind and by the body is a mirage. It appears so, it appears very beautiful, but it only appears. It is not really so. It is a rainbow, so beautiful, so colourful, you come closer and it disappears. If you want to grasp the rainbow, your hand will be empty. There'll be nothing. It is a mirage. But because of unconsciousness, we cannot see it. Only with awareness the vision arises. Then we can see where it is only a mirage and where it is truth. Any happiness that happens by any outer coincidence is a mirage, and you will suffer through it in a deception. It is an hallucination. You feel that you are very happy with a woman or with a man. You are going to suffer. Sooner or later you find that all happiness had disappeared. Sooner or later you'll find maybe you were just imagining it. It has never been there. Maybe it was just a dream, you are fantasizing it. When the reality of the woman and the man is revealed, you find two ugly beasts trying to dominate each other, I've heard. The best man was doing his utmost to make the grooms brace up. Where is your nerve, old man? He asked. You are shaking like a leaf. I know I am, said the groom, but this is a nerve-wracking time for me. I've got some excuse for being frightened, haven't I? I've never been married before. Of course you haven't, said the best man. If you had, you would be much more scared than you are. As you look into life, as you watch life, as you learn more about it, by and by you will feel disillusioned. There is nothing, just mirages calling you. Many times you've been befooled. Many times you rushed, you travelled long, to find just nothing. If you are alert, your experience will make you free of the world. And by the world, remember, I don't mean, and neither does Sahara mean, the world of the trees and the stars and the rivers and the mountains. By the world, he means the world that you project through your mind, through your desire. The world is Maya. The world is illusory. That is created by desire, that is created by thought. When thought and desire disappear and there is just awareness, alertness, when there is consciousness without any content, when there is no thought to cloud, just consciousness, the sky that you see, the real world is what religions call God. A Buddha calls nirvana. Beasts do not understand the world to be a sorry place, nor so the wise who the heavenly nectar drink, while beasts hunger for the sensual. But when you are defeated in your hope, and when you are defeated in your dream, you think maybe this dream was wrong, and you start dreaming another dream. When you are not fulfilled in your desire, you think you didn't make it as an effort as was needed. Again you are deceived. A woman sitting on a streetcar noticed that the man next to her kept shaking his head from side to side like a metronome. The woman's curiosity got the best of her, and she asked why he was doing it. "So I can tell the time," replied the fellow. "Well, what time is it?" asked the woman. 4:30, he said, still shaking his head. "You're wrong, it's 5:15. "Oh, then I must be slow," the man answered as he sped it up. That's how it goes on. If you don't achieve something, you think maybe you're not making as much effort as was needed, or your speed was slow, your competitive spirit was not enough to compete with others, you were not aggressive enough, you were not violent enough, that you were lethargic and lazy, that next time you have to pull yourself up, that you have to pull yourself together, next time you have to prove your mettle. It has nothing to do with your mettle. You have failed because success is not possible. You've not failed for reason of your effort, speed, aggression. No, you've not failed because you were defective. You have failed because failure is the only possibility in the world. Nobody succeeds. Nobody can succeed. Success is not possible. Desires cannot be fulfilled, and projections never allow you to see the reality, and you remain in bondage. You also experience the same failure again and again, as I have experienced. You also experience the same failure again and again as Buddha or Sahara has experienced. Then what is the difference? You experience your failure, but you don't learn anything from it. That is the only difference. The moment you start learning from it, you will be a Buddha. One experience, another experience, another experience. But you don't put all the experiences together. You don't conclude. You say, "This woman proved horrible." Okay, but there are millions of women. I will find another. This woman proves a failure again. You would start hoping, dreaming you'll find another. It does not mean that all women have failed if one woman has failed. It does not mean that one man has failed, so all men have failed. You go on hoping, you go on hoping. This hope goes on winning over your experience, and you never learn. One relationship becomes a bondage. You feel that something has gone wrong. Next time you will make all the efforts not to make it a bondage, but you're not going to succeed, because success is not in the very nature of things here. Failure is the only possibility. Success is impossible. The day you recognize that failure is the only possibility, that all rainbows are false and all happiness that glitter and shine from far away and attract you like magnets are just empty dreams, desires, you are deluding yourself. The day you recognize the fact, a turning, a conversion, a new being is born, with the banging of doors and angry swish of skirts. The hefty female entered the registrar's office. "Did you or did you not issue this license for me to marry John Henry?" she snapped, slamming a document on the table. The register inspected it closely through his glasses. "Yes, madam," he said cautiously. "I believe I did. Why?" "Well, what are you going to do about it?" she screamed. "He's escaped." All relationships are just beautiful on the surface. Deep down they are a sort of a bondage. I'm not saying don't relate to people. I'm saying relate. But never think that any relationship is going to give you happiness. Relate. Of course you'll have to relate. You are in the world. You have to relate with people. But no relationship is going to give you happiness because it never comes from the outside. It always glows from the inside. It always flows from the inside. And Sahara says, the man you believe that it comes from the outside is a beast. He is a pashu. He is in bondage. And the man who recognizes the fact that it never comes from the outside, whether it comes from the inside, is free. He is a man. He really is a man. He is no more a beast. With that freedom, man is born. Beasts do not understand the world to be a sorry place, nor so the wise, who the heavenly nectar drink. What is this heavenly nectar? It is the symbolic of the honey that you have already in your mouth, and you've not tasted it. You don't have any time to taste it. The whole world is too much, and you are rushing from one place to another. You don't have any time to taste the honey that is already there. That is a heavenly nectar. If you taste it, you are in heaven. If you taste it, then there is no death. That's why it's called heavenly nectar. You become an immortal. You are an immortal. You have not seen it, but you are an immortal. There is no death. You are deathless. The sky is deathless. Only clouds are born and die. Rivers are born and die. The sea is deathless. So are you. Sahara says these sutras to the king. Sahara is not trying to convince him logically. In fact, he is simply making his being available to him, and he is giving him a new gestalt. To look at Sahara, Tantra is a new gestalt to look at life, and I've never come across anything more profound than Tantra. Enough for today. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video is uploaded. Take care and blessed be.